vibration, energy, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of fancy words out here for things that are really, really simple. Oh, my back's hurting. I didn't sleep well last night and I gotta go deal with my... Hey beautiful ones, Fran here, back with another video. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new to Fran's fam, make sure that you subscribe, hit this bell, like and share this video with someone who may need it. Alright, so in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about ways to connect spiritually, stay connected spiritually, and raise your vibration all at the same time. So I know you guys have heard me talk about vibration. You probably hear a lot of spiritual teachers or, you know, people talk about vibration, energy, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of fancy words out here for things that are really, really simple. So when I talk about raising your vibration and your frequency, it's really just raising your energy so that you're either attracting at a rapid rate or you're attracting at either a slower rate. But we want to keep our frequency and our vibration up so that we are attracting at a quick rate, right? So that we're manifesting and we are attracting. Now you guys know that we talk a lot about the law of attraction on this channel, and my goal and my purpose is to help you live your best and grandest life. So I teach you things not only that I have been taught by my mentors and my spiritual teachers and guides and my mom, my granny, but I also teach you things that I have done, that I've learned, that I've prayed about, and that I've received downloads from the Holy Spirit about. So lately I have been doing a lot of thinking and asking questions about, you know, why is it so hard sometimes for us to stay in a space that we're constantly allowing and we're not resisting the things that we desire? Because if you are in the process of manifesting and you realize that, you know, things aren't happening for you as quickly as you like, it's because you're resisting it, right? So the universe never, let me see, how can I put this? The universe never dangles the carrot. So God doesn't dangle the carrot and say, here, you can have it. That's never happening, right? What's happening is either we are allowing things to flow into our life or we are rebelling things. It's really that simple. With the law of attraction, the law of circulation, the law of reciprocity, with the laws that are governing our receiving, right? Our giving and our receiving, we're either allowing those things to happen or we're resisting it. Now, we talk a lot about the law of attraction, and a lot of people talk a lot about the law of attraction, but people don't always talk to you about the law of circulation. And I think that a lot of people don't talk about the law of circulation because they don't want to turn people off, right? They don't want to talk to you about tithing and giving and all of that stuff because people kind of get like, wait a minute. Don't be talking about my money. Don't be talking about me giving you no money. Don't be talking about tithing. Don't be talking about nothing that got to do with my money, right? But, as a spiritual teacher, as a Christian spiritualist, I can talk to you about the law of circulation and giving and receiving. Ask is given. Give, it is given. It is just the same thing, right? It's kind of like, you have to understand that what you give returns to you, right? If you're allowing that, right? So if you are giving and you are like, I don't even want to give this money, like I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'm just going to do it. You've killed your seed before you've even planted the seed. So let's talk about some ways that we can stay spiritually connected and keep vibrating at a higher frequency so that we are in this position of allowing and receiving, right? And not repelling. So one thing that I do and that I always do is that I pray. I pray a lot, y'all. I pray all the time. I have people ask me, how do you stay so connected? Like, do you go into a room and sit, da-da-da-da-da? And I really don't. I just pray and I talk to God, and I include God, my angels, my heavenly staff in my day, all day, every day, right? Whether I'm having what I consider a good day or whether I'm having what I consider a not so good day, I am still always talking to God. So God is my best friend, right? Like I used to say, come on God, we're going to go get in the car, blah, 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 blah. I just always am in communication with the Spirit of God. And I feel like not only because it's my job as a messenger and as a spiritual transformer, but I feel like it's my job to be connected to who I am. Like once we realize that we are children of God and we are connected, that we have the power to create and manifest and change our lives, that alone will raise your frequency. Like anything in your life that you don't like, anything that's going on in your life right now that you are not really cool with or vibing with, or like it just don't feel good to you, you have the ability to change that. You can change it by changing your thoughts. Thoughts are things and words have power. Y'all need to go get a notebook and write that down. I'll wait. You got your what I desire notebook? Your journal? Write that down. Thoughts are things and words have power. Your words are powerful. They stick. Not only do they stick to you, they stick to other people. They're just like, imagine a sharecropper. Do you guys know what a sharecropper is? Some of you don't know what a sharecropper is. My family's from Louisiana, so I mean, sharecroppers, my family's Southern, it's just, anyway, a farmer. You know what a farmer is, right? All right, so imagine a farmer who has, worked his land and everything, and all of a sudden he's getting to plant his seed, but there's this big gush of wind that comes, right? And all his seed on his truck blow everywhere. Some blows on good soil, some blows on soil he haven't even tilled yet, some blows in the mud, some blows in the water. He got seed everywhere. That's what happens when you are talking recklessly about yourself, about your friends, about your man, about your job, about your child. Stop it. Your words have power. The vibration of your words is a frequency. It is an energy. It is like alerting the lighthouse that, hello, Fran's talking. Do you hear that? Do you hear what she's saying? Do you hear that? Or, hello, Fran is talking. Do you hear what she's saying? Do you hear that foolishness? However you are speaking to yourself and you're speaking to the outside world is creating your circumstances. When you are speaking kindly of yourself, when you have your mantras, when you have your decrees, when you are actually putting out good things into the universe, you're attracting good things. It's like a magnet. Whatever you're putting out, you are attracting. So one of the things that you could do is pray, because prayer raises your vibration. The second thing that I do every single day, I try to do it early in the morning. Sometimes your girl needs some coffee before, but I really try to do it after I finish brushing my teeth, and that is smiling. I smile. Some days I don't feel like smiling. I'm tired. It's cold. I don't want to get up. I've been up writing or doing something late that night, and I didn't get my whole 13 hours of sleep, and I don't want to be up, right? But I understand that I have the ability to change the course of my day by raising the endorphins in my brain, which smiling does. Did you know that? And you should smile because you're beautiful. And you're more beautiful when you have a smile on your face, right? So I smile every day. I find a reason to smile every day. My daughter and I, we work together. My daughter's my partner, and we will laugh. We will be in AWF headquarters, putting candles together, putting artists together, and just cracking up at nothing. And we do it because it raises the vibrational frequency, and it is signaling your angels and it is signaling your angels and your heavenly staff that, wow, they're happy. Let's attract some things for them to be more happy about. Now, those days when we're grumbling and we're complaining and the candles don't come out right and I'm tired of standing on my feet and, I'm just like, oh, I feel my energy. I feel my vibrational frequency slump. And I have been doing this long enough to tell you that I don't like that feeling, because I know that I'm going to be attracting circumstances and people and situations that I don't want when I'm down here. So I do something like I smile, I will talk to my daughter, I'll say, tell me that story about blah, 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 whatever the case may be. So I smile. Number 3, I love music. I love all kind of music. I listen to everything from, oh my gosh, I listen to everything. I listen to T.I., I listen to Barbara Streisand, I listen to Carrie Underwood, I listen to the Bee Gees, I listen to everything. I love music. I love reggae music. I love me some Chronics. I love me some Damian Marley. I love music. I've always loved music. Music is my language. I listen to music more than I watch television, and that's honest. So I will put in my headphones sometimes, or I'll put in my beats, right? And I will turn on a feel-good station, and I'll start dancing in the kitchen, or I'll dance around the house, or I'm sitting at my desk and I'm jamming it out. I'll turn my Alexa on, and I'll say, play this station, and blah, 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 right? Because again, music is a way to lift your spirits, right? Now, sometimes I do go back to my old time spiritualist, and I'm sitting and walking around the house singing, go down, Moses. When some things is happening, sometimes you gotta tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. My daughter used to laugh at me about that, right? Because she didn't get it. But sometimes you got to break that wall down by going deep down, going back down and connecting to that real spiritual place, right? That you know, and you got to call out some big guns in the heavenly staff, right? You got to call out your big guns, right? I do that as well. Music makes me so happy. Number 4, I will pat and rub my dogs. Love my dogs. They get on my nerve, y'all. Y'all heard Jayla panting. Y'all heard Jayla walking. You've heard me tell Mavi to stop. I mean, they get on my nerve. But my dogs make me happy. So I will pat my dogs, or I'll kiss on my dogs, rub up on my dogs. The most unconditional love you could ever get, right? So I will pat or rub or talk to my dogs, play with my dogs. I also will put on my headset and listen to a good audiobook. I listen to my own podcast. I listen to other people's podcasts. I fill my mind and my spirit with things that elevate me, right? Everybody every now and then wants a little drama. Like, you want to know, like, what's going on with the Kardashians? Or maybe you don't, because I really don't. But sometimes we want to know what's going on in Real Housewives land, or what's going on in reality TV land, or what they talking about. I have learned personally to disconnect from things that don't make me feel good, because I realize if I am connected to things that don't make me feel good, I'm going to attract more things that don't make me feel good. So I will write, I'll listen to my podcast, I listen to other podcasts, I listen to audiobooks all the time. I'll even grab a book and read it. Sometimes I will just open a book and let it fall. I have a lot of my ebooks that are printed. I will go back through my ebooks. I will read, because a lot of that is downloaded information that I've received. And I'll just go back through those things, and I will do that until I feel better. I'm a real big journaler. As I told you guys before, sometimes it's easier for me to visualize after I've written it, because I go back and read it, and then I'm like, oh my gosh. So I do a lot of things and fill my mind with a lot of good things that are going to keep me vibrating at a higher level. Another thing I do is I will call my mentor, or I will get on the phone with my mentor, and I will say, you know, this is kind of what I'm thinking. This is kind of how I'm feeling today. You know, I'm not quite sure why I'm feeling this way, but I really want to feel this way. And so she always will say, you know, take your focus off of feeling that way then. Stop feeling that way, or focusing on feeling that way, and focus more on how you want to feel. So lastly, that's the thing I'm going to tell you guys. Focus on how you want to feel. Don't focus on, you know, God, I feel bad today, or oh, my back's hurting and I didn't sleep well last night and I gotta go deal with my... Focus on how you want to feel. What is your best feel-good feeling? What makes you happy? And if you're not quite sure what makes you happy, ask yourself, what makes me happy? What do I really want to do? I would love to go travel to Hawaii. I would love to see the south of Spain. I would love... Those things will start to raise your vibration. Now, here's the trick. Don't get caught up in, I don't have the money to do that. How am I going to do that? I don't have no money. Just think about what you want to do. Focus on that. Those things will allow you to raise your vibrational frequency, and it will help you to attract things in your life that you truly, truly want. And here's the good thing about raising your vibrational frequency and being on an energetic level that you are allowing is that things that you have asked for, that you have desired, that you have prayed for years ago will start to show up in your life. Right? Because you are in a place where, number one, if you're happy, you're thankful. Right? We always talk about entering the gates with thanksgiving. We always talk about that, right? So if you are happy, 9 chances out of 10, you're thankful. You're thankful as well, right? So if you are on that frequency, you are finding things to appreciate. It is amazing how when we change our mindsets, we find things to appreciate. I don't know if I ever told you guys my tree story. Like, I have a lot of trees in my backyard, and I love trees, right? But I've never paid attention to, I wasn't really paying attention to the tree. And to the trees. I wasn't really paying attention to the trees. And so one day, a couple of years ago, I went on a sabbatical by myself. I went to Savannah, Georgia. Didn't know why I was there, had no idea. Just told the Lord, I need some downtime. Where do I need to go? Where should I go? And I remember going to Savannah, Georgia. And I remember praying and just kind of going through a whole bunch of different motions and a whole bunch of transformational movements that later proved to be really, really huge in my life. But at that time, I really wasn't aware of what was happening. I just knew that something was happening. And one of the things that happened during that awakening was I started to really look at trees. I started really looking at trees and how strong they are and how rooted they are, how different they are, how resilient they are, just how beautiful they truly are. Now, I'm not 12, I'm not 10, I'm not 20. So I've seen trees before, but through that awakening, I really had a different respect for trees. So now I look at them and I'm just like, that is a beautiful tree, or look at that palm tree, or you understand what I'm saying? It's almost as if my eyes were opening. It's almost as if my eyes opened and I found a different way and reason to appreciate something that had always, stay with me here now, I learned to appreciate something that was always in my life that I never took the time to really look at. You guys understand what I'm saying? Staying in a place, we're not always going to be happy, right? Stuff's going to happen. Things are going to happen. Life is going to happen. We're just not always going to be happy. I wish we could always be happy all the time, but we're not robotic. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So we have emotions and we have feelings, and everybody's not going to do what we want, and everybody's not going to make us happy all the time. But we do have an obligation to ourselves to be conscious and mindful about what we're sending out, how we're sending it out, and on what level we want to receive and how quickly. All right, guys, hope this helps someone. Remember, we are raising consciousness and changing mindsets one video at a time. I am so thankful for you.